A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. The 40, the 20, and mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10.
To number 80.
A huge play there right off the bat. 65 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it'll be second and goal.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And his kick is good. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
From the 26, they'll line up on second and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught by tight end Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
48-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after this on tape.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off the end of 32. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw when you win, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He's kept the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 16 yards, a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run the option on 2nd and 1. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 18-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd and 1.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
After one on EA Sports.
Bears 3, Vikings nothing.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it is caught. Touchdown, Bears. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Jackson. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On the give, this is their fullback. And we'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And 1.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run for it. Cook. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Bears 17, Vikings 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
It's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling what they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact, if anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
1-yard line.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. It's caught right side, Dixon. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there. And receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Operating from the gun. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll fight his man, LaVisca Chenault. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw again is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the rim. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Bears 17, Vikings 14.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Now Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Stays on his feet. So he stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Tackled by Reggie Robinson.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Past the 20. Another interception. I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Vikings take over first
The
down.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's off at the 45. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie. But yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. As he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
And 11 at the Vikings' 47-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 21 yards away as the Bears push further out in front. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Play action. It's Jackson. And takes it over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 4th down. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Looks like he'll throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Out of bounds, well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Jackson.
Oh, come on!
The out route incomplete. Brad Smith. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for LaVisca Chenault. Incomplete. Jalen Johnson on the cover.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point?